Hi, and welcome to Voice with Julia and day 6 of our Marchesi Vocal Method. Today we're going to be starting scale work. And this is going to be interesting because we start super easy between two notes and then we get very complicated. So get ready.
Voice with Julia, change your voice, change your life.
Marchesi writes at the beginning of this section of scales, the voice in its natural state is, as a rule, rough, uneven, heavy, and of limited compass. Having secured accuracy of intonation in the attack of each sound by the stroke of the glottis, the next task should be the development of volume, power, and compass of the voice, and the blending of the registers. The pupil should not at first attempt to sing the complete scale, but begin by practicing exercises of 2, 3, and 4 notes, etc. Otherwise, there is a risk of never succeeding in any kind of passage. So, I'm not that dramatic, but I do agree with this statement because I do think that sometimes we go to the grand scale without attending to some of these more problematic intervals between two notes. So I do think it's a good time for us to sort of scale everything down and say, okay, how am I actually moving from one pitch to the next? Do I feel a hitch between those two notes? I noticed for myself, I think it was back in day 2 or day 3, I felt like I was getting these hitches moving from a simple one note to the next. It almost felt easier to go in bigger intervals, but these smaller intervals were a little harder to navigate. And I don't know if you felt that as well, but I certainly did. And so I think how Marchesi likes to break this down is very smart. So actually you learn how to do that shedding of weight between the smallest of intervals, because that's sometimes not the most logical conclusion in our own mind-body connection as we work that. Also, she talks about that we should be able to transpose all of these exercises as needed from here on out. The first ones were set, but these ones are expected in chromatic transpositions. So really feel around with your own voice where you like to start. I will tell you personally, for me, when I wake up first thing in the day, I like to start just below my upper passaggio and kind of work out from there. I don't like to start low. My voice tends to be kind of a heavier mechanism anyways, so I feel like I do my best singing when I hook up into that head voice. Now, the exercises are written that you start in the bottom of your range and you go up, but I think you should allow yourself freedom in these exercises. I do suggest you come down and you go up, but start where you feel like your voice is most capable of starting. So for me today, I'm going to begin in that upper middle. So we've got these 2 notes on exercises 9 and then 3 notes on exercise 10. And that is what we're going to be focusing on today. So we're going to move here and I'm going to start on a B flat. Marchesi writes in the book starting on C and moving up. I'm going to start on B flat, I'm going to move a little up, and then I'm going to move a little down. And again, I invite you to explore that as well. So let's start here. And so on and so forth. So play around with this exercise. Again, try it on for size. Move up, move down, and feel those places in the voice that just feel like there's a little bit of a hitch between those 2 notes. So you can take this quite high, but I wouldn't go into the absolute extremes of your voice. I would stay within that healthy middle-ish register. extending a little bit up into the top if you feel super comfortable, and a little bit down into the bottom as well. But don't push yourself yet. Exercise 10 is very similar, but it's got 3 note ascension and then coming back down. Now, just for fun, even though I probably would start a little bit higher, I am going to do what's written. So we're going to start on that middle C, and we're going to go up and transpose chromatically. Invite that play in that lower passaggio region. Let that vacillate in the registration. Don't lock it in. Use this as a meditation and feel the neck releasing, feel the body releasing. So have fun with this, explore, and see what your voice can do just between 1, 2, or 3 notes.